Strategy 1. The invisible hand on your back. The next time someone makes you feel rushed, guilty, or suddenly unsure of yourself, stop. That feeling isn't random. Something just pushed you. And the first move against manipulation is learning to feel the push before you react to it. Here's what manipulation actually is. It's someone bypassing your thinking brain and going straight for your emotional reflexes. They don't argue with your logic. They don't need to. They just need you scared, flattered, or off balance. Because a person who's off balance reaches for the nearest solid thing. And they've made sure that solid thing is them. So the immediate action is this. When a conversation suddenly makes you feel worse about yourself, or strangely lucky to have this person's attention, pause. Physically. Take a breath. You're not being dramatic. You're buying yourself the 2 seconds your brain needs to catch up. That pause is the whole game. Because manipulation only works at speed. Slow it down, and the trick becomes visible. And once we can see the hand on our back, we can start asking who put it there. Strategy 2. The flattery tax. Be honest, you felt this today already. Someone was unusually nice to you right before they asked for something. That's not a coincidence. That's a technique as old as human beings. Here's the action. Every time someone gives you an unexpected compliment or makes you feel special without a clear reason, mentally flag it. Don't reject the compliment. Don't be rude. Just note it. Write it down if you have to. You're creating a small delay between the warm feeling and your decision-making. Why does this work? Because flattery creates a debt you never agreed to. Your brain registers the good feeling and quietly decides you owe something back. The manipulator knows this. They're not being kind. They're making a deposit so they can withdraw later. The flag you plant doesn't kill the feeling. It just stops the feeling from making your decisions for you. And flattery is just the soft version. The next tool is harder to spot because it doesn't feel good at all. Strategy 3. The urgency trap. This offer expires tonight. I need an answer now. Everyone else has already decided. Sound familiar? Urgency is the oldest pressure valve in the toolkit, and we fall for it constantly because our brains are wired to treat time pressure as a real threat. The action here is almost embarrassingly simple. Ask for more time. That's it. Say, I need to think about it. Watch what happens next. A legitimate situation tolerates a pause. A manipulative one escalates. The person who actually has your best interests in mind will wait. The person running a con cannot afford to. The reason urgency works is that it shuts down comparison. You can't weigh your options if you believe the clock is already at 0. So they manufacture the clock. They build the deadline out of nothing and hand it to you like it's a fact of nature. Asking for time doesn't just protect you. It exposes the whole structure. A fake deadline collapses the moment you refuse to honor it. We've covered the emotional push, the flattery deposit, and the fake clock, but there's one more layer, and it's the one that gets the smartest people. Strategy 4. The identity lever. This one's subtle. It doesn't attack you. It actually tells you how great you are. Specifically, how you're the kind of person who does a certain thing. Someone as smart as you would obviously see the value here. I knew you'd be the one person who gets it. You're not like the others. The action. When someone describes your identity to you mid-conversation, notice it. They're not complimenting you. They're building a cage out of your own ego. Because now if you say no, you're not just declining an offer. You're contradicting who you supposedly are. That's a much harder no to say. It works because we're deeply motivated to stay consistent with how we see ourselves. Lock someone into an identity, and their own self-image does the rest of the work for you. The counter is to separate the compliment from the decision. You can be smart and still say no. You can be generous and still walk away. Your character isn't on trial here. Their pitch is the summary for the shredded attention span. Manipulation doesn't announce itself. It works through speed, feeling, and pressure, not through logic. The pause is your most powerful tool. Flattery creates debt you never agreed to. Urgency kills comparison, and identity framing turns your ego against you. Slow the conversation down and the whole thing loses its grip. Now, you can keep walking into these conversations blind. Or you can start treating that sudden rush of guilt, flattery, or urgency as a signal, not a fact. The signal means, look closer. Most people won't. They'll feel the push, mistake it for their own instinct, and call it a decision. You've seen the mechanism now. What you do with that is yours. I'm done here.